Hello Matt, it is Thursday the 26th of November. We're less than a month away until Christmas. Oh my god, it's getting near the end of the year. Alright, so the movie reviews explanation is going to come up in a minute. I've got a bit of explaining to do about the movie reviews, but first of all I want to make a few amendments to your punishments. The first one is the Christmas jumper punishment. That one is no longer going to happen because by the time you do it, it's going to be when you can wear a Christmas jumper. So I'm changing that to the spend 3 hours in a supermarket punishment. Yeah, you need to spend 3 hours in a supermarket without going outside. And the next punishment I'm amending is the Christmas Carol punishment. You need to sing it as loud as you can outdoors. It could be anywhere outdoors, you just need to sing it as loud as you can. Any Christmas carol, just sing it as loud as you can outdoors. The other two punishments, Christmas card punishment and the mustard and ketchup chocolate bar punishment, they're the exact same. I want you in your next vlog to say which two you are doing. So yeah, that's got out of the way. And also, when in Hideout do you get to spend 3 days, all 3 days of your college week filming? Oh my god, it's been so good. We've actually been filming the music video, and oh my god, it is incredible. We've pretty much recorded 90% of it in 3 days. It is so good. It's gonna be good. If I can get the footage, I might even put it on my YouTube channel if I get the permission from all the group. Because there are a good 5-6 people in the group, if you include actors. 5 just the crew. So yeah, it's going to be sick. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, and the song is Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. But when do you get to do that in Hideout? I'm always saying that. When do you get to do that in Hideout? Record footage for a music video. Never had to do that in Hideout. Loving it in Reading College. It's so good. So it just came into my mind yesterday. I was trying to play a YouTube video on my phone, but my phone completely froze. Like, it completely froze. I needed to do a reboot of it. I just thought I might as well throw that out there. Like, I thought it might be like BlackBerry where I take off the case, take off the battery, but I'm not going to take off the case again because I might break it. But when I had a BlackBerry 2.5 years ago now, I think. I know it was 4 years ago I got it. I could just take off the back case and take out the battery and that's it. This one though, take off the case, battery's stuck in there. I need to do a forced reboot, which is hold down the power button and push down on the volume key. But it completely froze. I was worried about my phone, but luckily it still works. So, whew. And the YouTube video in question was a movie review that I'd already watched, so it's been incredibly pointless. I was watching it on my phone because I was out, and yeah. Right, the movie review. Now, I said it was going to be request reviews. Well, I got a lot of points to this, right. Point 1, I forgot about it. I forgot about watching them and I figured out I didn't have either of them, so I didn't watch them. But don't worry, I will review Forrest Gump and iRobot sometime. Definitely sometime. And the second point is, I said I was going to review the Star Wars movies Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, but then I found out I probably won't because I never upload when I don't have to. So yeah, I'm going to review them all in the Thursday vlogs, and I have 3 of them, so that's going to be episodes 1, 2 I'll review today, 3, 4 I'll review next Thursday, and 4, 5 I'll review the Thursday after. Then next Thursday I can't actually review Force Awakens the day I will see it because it's the GCSE certificates evening. What a day. I'm having the Force Awakens, watching it, and then going to the GCSE certificates. So I'm going to have to review that for the 24th of December. But the 17th of December I'm going to pre-record a review of a Christmas movie. Yet again, it's probably going to be Elf. So yeah, let's review Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones tonight. Okay, I'll try to make these short, but I'm probably going into much detail, but I know the movie's like the back of my hand, because as you know, I am a massive Star Wars fan. So, Phantom Menace is the first one released after Episode 6, 16 years later, a massive hype, but it was a big disappointment with massive backlash, but it was a box office success. Okay, right, it is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn need to resolve a trade dispute. Their Jedi Knights need to resolve a trade dispute, which is sought by Chancellor Senator Palpatine, and it involves a trade federation putting a blockade around Naboo. They then want to make the Queen Star Treaty to make the invasion legal, or this is to put Palpatine in power, and then that leads to the Jedi trying to liberate Naboo. So yeah, the story is pretty complex for a sci-fi adventure, but that could be fixed with characters. But unfortunately, most of their characters fall flat. I mean, Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan, that's very good. He's throughout the entire prequel trilogy is good. Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson, also good. Natalie Portman, okay. I don't think she's the best casting choice, but she's still pretty good. But all the other characters are pretty boring, but then there are two characters that everyone hates. Jake Lloyd's Anakin. Admittedly, I can see why the fans hate him, but I don't. He was just a kid when he did it. I mean, what can you expect? He didn't... You can't expect him to be Orson Welles, or, like, for a more suitable example, Mark Hamill. You can't expect him to be that, because he was only, like, 9 or 10 when he played the role. He's a good actor when they're 9 or 10, so I don't force all the blame on him, but Ahmed Best, Jar Jar Binks. Literally watch anyone's review of Phantom Menace and you know my opinions of Jar Jar Binks. So yeah, I think you know most of the things about the movie, like CGI, very good. Music, John Williams throughout the entire saga, it's good. Characters fall a bit flat, story falls a bit flat. I think the biggest thing people complain about is the amount of hype behind it. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I just ran upstairs. Yeah, it's the amount of hype and how big a disappointment it was. In all fairness, it's not a bad movie. That's what I don't get. It's not a bad movie. It's nowhere near as good as the original trilogy. Just put it out there, nowhere near as good. But unlike another movie I'm going to review shortly, it's not bad. So it's only a disappointment. Characters and story fall a bit flat, but music and CGI make up for it. I'll say a 6 out of 10. Yeah, again, I have a bit of a... I don't hate it, but I don't essentially like it. And the other movie is Attack of the Clones. Okay, this movie came out 3 years later. The hype for Phantom Menace had gone down drastically. This movie, we expected it to redeem Phantom Menace, but in the process it actually didn't. Alright, so basically Padme, who's now Senator, and Ian McDermott's Chancellor Palpatine, who's now Chancellor obviously, yeah, Padme's being assassinated. Obi-Wan and Anakin need to protect her. Anakin goes off with Padme, and then Obi-Wan finds out the identity of Padme Hunter, and then that leads Obi-Wan Kenobi to finding out the war is starting with Christopher Lee's Count Dooku, sorry about that. So yeah, I won't go into depths of the characters, but I'll say Hayden Christensen, I don't like him. He's very bland, extremely bland actually. Doesn't deliver a good performance. The lines I have a problem with, because it was the scriptwriter's fault, which is George Lucas. But I think he looks good, but he just doesn't speak good, and it's not a silent movie. The love story is a big part of it, and unlike a movie I'm going to review 2 weeks' time, hint hint, it's not a very good love story. You don't see the characters talk to each other. Anakin and Padme don't have real chemistry. They don't do it for me. I'd say the love story is the worst part of the movie. Line delivery's not good. Don't see any of the build up for it, and they just give stupid reasons for you to care about them. Yeah, characters. The characters in Phantom Menace who are here still good, but not the other new characters aren't very good. Apart from Christopher Lee as Count Dooku, while Count Dooku serves very little purpose in the story as a grand scheme of things, it's Christopher Lee. It's Christopher frickin' Lee. You can't hate him. He always delivers a good performance. And the action, CGI is still pretty good. Not as good as Phantom Menace in my opinion, and the music is also pretty good. But I think this is probably the worst score, well, weakest score. It's just the other ones are so much better. There's not as many memorable tracks. And I think the action, they overused a lightsaber. I mean, the Geonosis battle was great when I was a kid because there was like 100 lightsabers, or 200 because I'm an ultra nerd. I know 200 Jedi sent to Geonosis, but I think the lightsaber, they were too overused and they didn't add much to the story. I'm sorry, lightsabers were used too much in this film. The action was good, don't get me wrong, but lightsabers are overused, and also you didn't really feel much for the characters, so why would you care about them going into action? So yeah, I don't like this movie as much as Phantom Menace. It is definitely the weakest Star Wars film. And the way, there are a few things that don't add up, like obviously the clone troopers are one, they're not that interesting. Boba Fett, I think Jake Lloyd, well, didn't deserve the hate. The actor that played Boba Fett deserved the hate. Not because obviously he's a bad actor, but because George Lucas picked one of only like probably 2% of kids that hadn't seen Star Wars to play Boba Fett. I mean, the actor that played Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones had never seen a Star Wars film. Oh my god. And yeah, he doesn't deliver a good performance either. I just don't like it as much. Like I said, I have mixed thoughts about the prequels, so I'd say Attack of the Clones probably a 5 out of 10. Actually, more like I'm going to say a 5, simply because there's episodes 3, 4, 5 and 6 to make up for it. So that's what I'm going to review next week, 3 and 4. Matt, I'll see you in your vlog tomorrow. If I forgot anything in my reviews, it's because I'm kind of rushing them. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.